Now, the next thing in who is your customer. Is it people or companies or government or a mixture? Who is your customer? Is it a man or a woman, or is it an adult or a child, or both, multiple, or is it only elderly people, or by age and so on? What are you talking about if it's that? Or if it's customers who are companies? Are there small companies or big companies? Or are they in a specific sector? Or who is that buyer? What is it that a buyer is interested in that makes them willing to buy your product or service? What's interesting in your product? And as the question before, what improvements are you selling? How looks a typical customer? It will be different if it's a garden owner who wants to do less work, or if it's someone that wants a functional internet but lives on the countryside, they can't use the normal system, or if it's the parents who want iron-free garments for their kids so it's easier to handle. So which problem for what buyer are you solving? This you need to understand. And don't say you should sell to everyone, because that will be very expensive. If you are selling to everybody, it normally means that you need billions of dollars or euro or whatever currency in order to invest to build up something that's compatible and working well. Unless you have a very specific product that no one else has, of course. So, when we talk about what you need, now you need to analyze and decide who could be your customer. The next thing about your customer is, where do you find your buyer? That's very important. If you have a physical shop or a restaurant or something like that, then you will find them that they have to find you on that street. Or you are on internet, but then are you selling only to the local area or your country or the whole world? This is a very important questions. Is it people in big cities or countryside, or where are they, or companies? You should define a geographical area. In this geographical area you will be active. There can also be special sectors. Is it motorbike owners, or is it companies exporting, for instance, that you are targeting? So where do you find your customer? This is important for the marketing, because the most precise you define the customer, the less costly it will be to do the marketing. And the wider you make the target who you should reach, the more costly the marketing will be. That's the normal case anyway. How do you reach your customer? This is something you need to think of also in connection to the marketing. How do you reach them? Is it by letters? Is it by email? Not always easy with all the spam filters to go through email. Is it through a web page or someone else's web page, not your own? Is it by phone call? Is it drop into your place if you have a physical place that they has come? Or is it through typical advertisements? Or is it through social media? Or how do you get in contact with your customer and tell them you are there and that you can offer their services? This is also a part of when you define your customer, because you should not make it too difficult for you. You have to think, who is your customer? How can I reach them? And which is better way to do it? Because to just put up a web page, for instance, is normally not a good way to get customers. You also need to get traffic into that web page in that case to do. So maybe it's another way you should find out.